For as long as I can remember, I have always loved the game of basketball. Some of my first and fondest memories involve basketball in one way or another. I've been on many different teams and played with dozens of other boys, yet this year, the varsity team that I was on, I can truly say about them that I had an honor of playing alongside each and every one of these guys, and that they were the most remarkable and unforgettable team I've ever been a part of. Coming into this season, I didn't really know what to expect of our team. While we returned 8 guys from last year's team, we were faced with the demanding task of replacing both of our starting post players and a starting guard. Further, our schedule underwent a massive transformation as we were no longer in the Premier Athletic Conference. We squared off against many unfamiliar teams and equally as unfamiliar gyms. Added to the schedule were 2 teams from out of the state, an eventual state champion, and 4 teams that ended the year ranked in the top 15 in the city. Unfortunately, one of these teams was the team we faced in the second round of the playoffs. Cleveland Central Catholic suited 2 highly recruited Division I players and proved too much for us in the end. In the 2 seasons prior to this year, we were faced with a lot of injury. I had the honor of playing with some very good players in the 2 seasons prior to this, some of whom now play in the collegiate level. Yet, this season, I won my first playoff game ever, and it wasn't even close. In our biggest game of the season, everyone considered us the underdogs, but we were still able to beat Crestwood by 20. They were never even close. We had grown so much as a team over the course of the season that we were never going to lose. We had finished the regular season winning 3 of our last 4 games, including a big one over rival Hawken, and had the confidence to take out Crestwood. Our level of confidence as a team grew immensely throughout the season, due in large part to a highly competitive schedule. Early in the season, we squared off against 2 out-of-state teams we knew nothing about. Still, we were able to come out with 2 victories. Unfortunately, our winning streak didn't last that long as we lost our next game. But following that, we got back on the right path. We showed an immeasurable amount of toughness in being able to bounce back from a difficult loss. We had scouted Mayfield earlier and knew that they'd be a tough team, and it was going to be difficult to come away with the victory. Yet, we were going into the 4th quarter with a small lead, but it was still either team's game to win. With roughly 12 seconds left, it felt like we had the game in hand, but Mayfield rallied to score 4 points to send the game to overtime. Heading into extra time, Mayfield certainly had the momentum. That didn't stop us. We outscored them by 10 minutes in the 10 points in the extra 4 minutes in what was one of our most exciting games of this year. Following this game, we endured our toughest stretch of the season. Big-name programs like Menor, Benedictine, and Walsh Jesuit proved to be too much for us. Yet, playing against these bigger, stronger, and faster teams proved to be beneficial for us down the stretch. I think that anybody who came out to our game against Lake Catholic would agree. Our fans that game, in essence, witnessed 2 different basketball games, one of which was arguably the worst game they've ever seen, and the other one being the best. By halftime, Lake Catholic had a 16-point lead on us in a game that felt as if it was already over. The second half wasn't quite the same. We had a strong 3rd quarter and faced an 11-point deficit going into the 4th. We continued our strong play, and with 15 seconds left, we had the ball and faced a 1-point deficit. We took the lead. Lake Catholic was shocked. It was a great ending to one of our most exciting halves of basketball of the year. One of the major keys to success for us this year was our overall ability to stay healthy. In my 2 seasons prior, we had major injuries to both of our captains. And while I was able to stay healthy throughout the entirety of the season, I can't say the same about our co-captain, Cole. Cole suffered from a gallstone and had to undergo surgery early in the season. He missed 5 games and had a tough time readjusting once he came back. Right as Cole was beginning to hit his stride again, another one of our bigs came down with an injury. For about 2 weeks, Tanner Nordell was left crippled by a blister on his small toe. We were blessed to have not been bit too much by the injury bug this year, and it made for a much more competitive and fun season. Fun was one of the things that this team did best. This team knew how to make basketball amusing. Everybody's ability to know when to joke around and know when to be serious allowed for some great memories and even greater bonds to be created. I'm thankful for all the friendships and good times I've had with this group of guys. It was a pleasure playing alongside each and every one of them. Thank you.